Hello everyone, this is the method I used to follow to sound like a real Chinese speaker, not what you learn from books. This is how I used to follow and train myself to speak Chinese like a real speaker as a self-learner, so that one day when you see me speaking Chinese fluent, you will remember this moment. This is how I did it. This is how I make my Chinese very realistic, very natural. At first, this is the channel I used to follow. Actually, it's also for learners. Yeah, because the words they use to share their videos and podcasts is very simple. It is very suitable, comfortable for Chinese learners. So this is the channel. It is everyday Chinese. Let me show you. Everyday Chinese. Everyday Chinese. I used to use this channel podcast or videos or audios to do shadowing, not just listening. I also practice it for listening, but the main reason why I follow this channel is for that shadowing. Let me give you an example.
好的，我已经有2个好习惯了。第一个是每天学一点，第二个是让中文在生活里。
那第三个呢？第三个习惯，我觉得对很多人来说是最难的，是什么？就是不怕说错啊！这个真的太难了，我就是很怕说错。我觉得我的发音不标准，我说错了别人会笑我，所以我很少跟中国人说话。我怕他们听不懂，也怕他们觉得我说的中文很奇怪。我完全理解。很多学习中文的朋友都有这个问题，他们认识很多汉字，听力很好，但是他们不敢开口说。对对对，我就是这样的人。我心里想好了要说什么，但是话到嘴边又不敢说了。This is how I used to do the shadowing. It's very sweet for me. I used to do it every day. I used to do shadowing with this channel podcast for 50 minutes every day. Not at once, but I used to separate it. Maybe let me say every day in the morning I start with 20 minutes. During the day I repeat maybe 10 or 20 minutes again. Before bed I also repeat it. That is total 15 minutes how I used to spend it every day. Actually, this channel is helping me to improve my Chinese very well in pronunciation, in confidence. For those who used to learn Chinese for more than a year, but they are very afraid to speak. So if you follow this kind of podcast and start doing shadowing with them, you will definitely start speaking Chinese without any worry, like saying, is my pronunciation clear? Is so on me too. I'm not like this, but when I start using this channel as a something to do, but to do shadowing, actually my Chinese has improved very well, and I'm really happy with that. I used to do shadowing every day for 15 minutes with this channel podcast. Actually, it's very sweet, very natural. Not those ones that used to come from Facebook. No, this one is more natural, very sweet.
但是他说的不太好，发音很奇怪，你会笑他吗？
当然不会，我会觉得他很棒，他很努力的在学习我们的语言。
如果他有说错的地方，我会很友好的告诉他应该怎么说，对不对？中国人也是一样的。当他们听到一个外国人在努力说中文，他们会觉得你很棒，很了不起。他们不会笑你的，他们会很愿意帮助你。真的吗？真的。我给你讲一个我自己的故事。
我刚开始学。
This is how I used to follow it. You see, this one is about 18 minutes of. This is how I used to follow. Actually, to make my Chinese sound like a real Chinese speaker, not a textbook as a self-learner. So at all, this is how I used to train myself to speak Chinese like a real Chinese speaker, not just like someone who learned it. As a self-learner, I think this one is very great for me to do it, because when you do shadowing every day, stay consistency. Even some days I am very busy, or some days I am tired. I don't used to do for that 15 minutes. I can do it just for 10 minutes is enough. All what we need it is consistency, not perfection. If you are learning, there is some days that you will lose or some days that you feel you don't want to study. So for those days you can just learn a little and go. It is okay, actually it is very okay, but not because not it is not about learning Chinese just for 10 minutes. No, just for shadowing I can do for 10 minutes. Actually, even in some busy days I used to push myself to learn Chinese. At first I used to learn most valuable thing on learning Chinese that I think they will improve my Chinese more, like learning new vocabularies, practicing out loud sentence, like repeating sentence out loud, and doing shadowing. These three things are very useful, and also speaking with natives. Speaking with natives, yeah, I think these four things are the best way to improve my Chinese. But the extra one, if I did this one, I leave the extra one, is very okay. The more valuable thing about learning alone, it is consistency, not perfection. You some days actually you might lose, but some days you will learn even much better than how you used to learn. That is self-learning.